I'm going to explain today's new chords to you. The A chord. Now we've done the A7th. You know you had your third finger on the second string. You had your second finger on the fourth string. The only thing we've got to do to change the A chord from an A7th is leave our third finger where it was, our second finger where it was, and add our first finger just behind the other two in the same fret. I'll show you that on the guitar in a few minutes. It's fairly simple. That makes a straight A chord. This is the A7th. Now, you've done the D7th chord, and the third and the second finger were on the first and third string. We're going to hold those same two strings here, but we're going to change fingers. We're going to use the first finger on the third string at the second fret, and the second finger on the first string at the second fret also. And then we're going to add the third finger on the third fret on the second string. See the difference between a D and a D7th? This note here is moved up to here. See what I mean? It was there, now it's moved to here. Now we're going to show you an E7th, and that is number one finger on the third string at the first fret, second finger on the fifth string at the second fret. Now, an E is the same thing, only we're going to add our third finger on the fourth on the fourth string at the second fret. Alright, if you got your guitars ready, we're going to start on the A7th. You all know the A7th. Here it is. Here's an angle shot. Now we're going to make an A out of it. We're going to add this finger, this first finger with it on the same fret. Can you see that all right? They're all three, they're in between those two frets. See, here's your A7th. Here's your A. What I did was, I put this finger here on the same fret with the third and the second. In other words, the second and third and first finger are all in between the first and second fret, like this. Okay, play with that a little bit. I'm going to show you the D. We had a D7th, which was like this. Now see what we do when we make a regular chord of a 7th. We move the one string up 2 frets. So we get this. A D chord. D7th, D chord. Now when we play in the key of D, we'll use the D chord. The A7th, D, D, G, A7th, and D. Now the new chord this week, the E chord, is, can you see that? First finger on the third string at the first fret, third finger on the fourth string at the second fret, and the second finger at the second fret on the fifth string. To make a 7th, what do? We drop that finger out. See what it really does? It moves this note, can you see it? Back to an open note, which is 2 frets lower. Same way we did the D7th, left that note open, move it up 2. I hope I'm making sense to you. But you see it? An E chord. Fairly easy. Here's what we got. We got the first finger on the third string at the first fret, the second finger on the fifth string at the second fret, and the third finger on the fourth string at the second fret. The E7th is the same thing, except we take that third finger off, like this. I'd like to show you that E chord again since I moved off the edge of the screen in that last clip. start with your first finger on the third string at the first fret. Then add your second finger on the fifth string at the second fret, and then your third finger on the fourth string at the second fret, and then that makes your E chord. You can use all the strings on this one because the bottom string is an E string. Sounds like this. The seventh, we lift that third finger, this one. Hear the difference? I'll give you a little different angle here. See, this finger comes up for a seventh. View from this way.